There are a couple of things worth mentioning about Buffett's explanation of worth investment that may surprise you. Like some successful formulas, Buffett seems easy, but simple does not think comfortable. To take him in his conclusions, Buffett employs 12 investing tenets, or important circumstances, which are categorized in the fields of commerce, management, financial methods, and value. Conversely, there are fascinating instances of the reverse, concepts that seem difficult yet are simple to implement. For instance, economic value added, EVA. The whole calculation of EVA is not easy to understand, and the statement of EVA tends to remain difficult. But once you realize that EVA is the laundry list of adjustments, it is pretty simple to predict EVA for any organization. In my opinion, there are however some really fascinating lessons to be learned from Warren Buffett's finance scheme and his mistakes yet for humble personal investors. For example, his way to listing construction. It is important to remember one's investments as several pools of wealth that serve various purposes, and in the same vein to how Mr. Buffett categorizes them. Secondly, I also get this opinion in the value that Warren Buffett attributes to establishing long-term relationships and working with people he trusts and admires intellectually, but to also significantly communicate his beliefs. That is the good example for any business relation, independently of whether it is as business partners or more, just as bosses or co-workers. Last but not least, another important example is keeping and investment are those real keys to making abundance, and that one should get as young as possible, maybe still at the age of 11 like the Oracle of Omaha himself. The Warren Buffett scheme is a long-term worth investment way passed down from Benjamin Graham's School of Value. Buffett is believed to remain one of those greatest investors ever. His investment strategy, measure, and rules can be applied to help investors make better investment decisions. Benjamin Graham taught the long-term value investing strategy of buying stocks in the cost below their inherent value, so taking them until their cost reflects the true value of the company. Warren Buffett identified Benjamin Graham's Intelligent Investor as till now the greatest novel on investing ever published. Warren Buffett employed Benjamin Graham's finance scheme with enormous prosperity during the 1950s and 1960s. While he did his finance business, he was able to rack up the greatest investment outcomes of his business. Buffett was able to get returns north of 20% at the way of his life, but only see how great he was capable to do applying Benjamin Graham's investment approach. Buy and break. Warren Buffett is possibly the most famous and passionate advocate of the purchase and make strategy today. In the 2016 interview with CNBC's On the Money, Buffett suggested that money is given in investments by investing and by having great corporations for extended periods of time. If they get better corporations, get them over time, they're starting to do good 10, 20, 30 years from now. Subscribe for more financial videos.